Live for the final time from a galaxy at the end of the universe, it's Malignant Bear, featuring me, JD Grosspitz. Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Tonight, we're finishing Echoes of the Eye, and with it, Outer Wilds. Obviously, we beat the base game of Outer Wilds last year when we played it the first time. But we deliberately waited to do Echoes of the Eye, and now we're going to finally finish it. So we're going to finish the DLC, where at the very end of it, there's literally only one thing I have left to do, which is open the scary sarcophagus and figure out what's in there. And then we will go through the ending of the base game again. So, not a whole lot else to really say there. Obviously, because we've beaten the game, that means the title of the stream is a spoiler. So, it's the song that plays in the credits. And it's a pretty good one. So without any further ado, let's get to those credits one more time, shall we? So, back on Timberhearth. If we're good about this, we might even be able to do it in one run, and this will be a sub 30-minute stream. Find out. I doubt it will be, but... So in our ship's log, we have rumor mode. There's exactly 2 things left to check. So one more thing to find at the vessel, which is just some messages that I missed the previous time. And opening the sealed vault. So, before we can do anything else, we have to mark that location. And we learned some interesting things with the slide reels. Let's see, which one was it? No, I want that one. And I want to read that slide reel. It's not that one. So we learned... It's not that one. So we learned that the owl aliens, they built the Stranger. They were chasing the eye of the universe. They found it, were interested in it, and they completely destroyed their planet to build a ship to track it down. And then when they actually found it, they realized that the eye of the universe ends the universe. That is its purpose. It is entropy and then the Big Bang. And they got terrified by that. So they built a device to lock away the signal of the eye of the universe so that nobody else could find it, which we're seeing here. And as a result, stopped worshipping it. And it seems like someone who did still worship it got locked away in this giant creepy sarcophagus thing. So, this is the one we need to focus on though. So anyway, they also built a computer simulation of their original homeworld. And the Stranger kind of looks like it too anyways. But you go into that computer simulation either by sleeping at a fire, or if I'm reading this correctly, this one here, or by dying. So I think that is something that we are going to have to do. So yeah, this owl person is dead. And yet, they live in the simulation. So I think that's something that we have to do. We know where the sarcophagus thing is. Why can I not? It's left stick not doing anything. What? That's weird, okay. So yeah, we know where the sarcophagus is. We figured out how to open one of the 3 locks on it. The other 2, I think I know how, and it has something to do with that. So we're going to get back there and see how this goes. Okay, first things first, we need to find the hole. somewhere in the surface of the stranger here. Not that one. Is it that one? No. I thought it was the one directly across from... Okay, no, never mind. It's this one. Okay. Just so I don't get pissed off. Getting sucked back into the ship like I seem to do every other time. Ow, what the... Oh. Right, because it's sideways. Did we screw up already? Because the stranger has gravity. I think we did. I think we totally screwed up already. Now we're good, never mind. Alright, so all the puzzles in here work with light. Alright, so we're going to try something really bold. We're going to kill ourselves in the room where you normally go with the computer. So we're here. It's one of these. This one. Thankfully, there's a fire in here. Should be able to kill ourselves with that. And we live. We know by now that there's some shortcuts to get around as well. Do that just to give us a little more light. Shortcut we're looking for should be right here. Get us down to the boat. And then once we're on the boat, we need a sequence break with it. We can do that because there's loading screens. This is a computer simulation. The loading screens are hidden with these tunnels. Okay. Let's light some things up here. Now we can do this. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't understand why that works, but that was the only other thing I could think of. It's normally those statues, when they see you enough, they kick you out. And finally, we need to drop the artifact so that we can see the bridge here. Now we can open the sarcophagus. At least here. We might have to open it another place too. We'll find out. Let's grab our artifact, just in case. Let's see what happens. Oop. Who are you? Ah. So they disabled the device that blocked the eye, which is how the Nomai found it in the first place. And then why they couldn't find it again was it got turned back on. Wait, am I supposed to just keep holding this? I concur. So what we just saw was all of the lore and backstory for the entire game. Including the first time ever seeing the player character. Well, that is it. Freed the prisoner. Obviously, to do that, we had to die. So. We ended our life in the simulation. We were dead in the real world. So, I believe they will now be free permanently, right? Yep. Well then. Only one thing left to do. And that one thing is to go back inside the Ash Twin project, receive the core, not damage our ship, and end the game. Oh, it's not letting us land because the... Okay. So we need to just pass some time. Can't do that here, though. No, just the place. If I can find it. One of our fellow Hearthians is here. Can sit for a spell with them. What's up, Chert? How you doing? What are you up to? I found something. I found everything. Found everything, Chert. I believe we need to wait, what is it, like 5 minutes? Four or five? Go with 4. 4.5. Okay, so the sand is starting to leave from that side of the ash twin. Let's see if I still remember how to do all this. It's been a minute. Alright, so the ash twin is full of these towers. And each tower corresponds to a teleport pad on another planet. Except one. One corresponds to teleporting within the ash twin itself. And that is the one that we are looking for. Unbuckle. If I remember correctly, it is this one? Just need to wait a little bit. Very soon. So we've timed this perfectly because if we go too soon, the sand will suck us up. Too late and we miss our chance. this. And then we should be able to teleport back out. Time is not a factor there. Back to our ship, it's somewhere. At least it was. Find out now. Now the hardest section of the game. Go through Dark Bramble one more time. Get ready. Hate these anglerfish. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. Can only do 1 pip of engines, otherwise it will track the anglerfish. They're blind, but they can hear us. It's the opposite of the asshole owls. Yep, okay, this is it. What? Okay, at least we know where it is now, though. It's bound to happen once. Guess I might have done one too many things there. Ship log. What's this? Looked like there was something new there, but there wasn't. Okay. But are we wearing our suit? Yeah. It's the same as before. We'll go over and hang out with Chert for like a minute or two. Ooh, wait, no, abort autopilot, abort. Give it 2 minutes this time. Two and a quarter. There we go, yeah. Should give us a little bit more time with the fish as well. Deal with those pieces of garbage. Hopefully we don't get hit by the interloper there. I don't remember it ever flying that close. Okay, so we can see here the towers are coming up. That's the one we want. Want to make sure we're properly positioned to not get sucked up by the... Are we far enough away from it? It's like we should be, but just barely. Oh, like a glove. So yeah, this is one where timing is very important. Because if we come too early, this isn't revealed. And then again, if you wait too long, you have to contend with the time loop. It's Whitehall Station. It's the sun station. Science compels us to explode the sun. Yep, so yeah, we'll be able to hop in it on this loop. All right. Coming up now. Soon. Oop, nope, 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 nope. Okay, find our ship somewhere. I don't know how it... What? How did it get up there? Whatever. Let's avoid catapulting ourselves into the sun. Did that a few times. Alright. See if we can do it right this time. This is like the most stressful thing in the game because you hear the ending music the whole time, so you think you have to rush, and you kind of do. But then you also have to deal with stupid anglerfish. That was, and always will be my biggest complaint with this game, is that I don't think it really gains anything by having the instant death mechanic of the anglerfish, or even the owls, to a lesser extent. Oh, we're coming in at a weird angle. So again, some of these lights are holes that we can go into, and they take us deeper into the bramble. Others are the anglerfish. It's not going to touch anything. Let's float calmly by. I believe we're far enough past them now that I can... Forgot that there's another one over there. And then there's none where the vessel itself are. There is. All right. I We have time enough that I can explore it. It's not a whole lot to explore, but... Oh god, I forgot. I have to know what the coordinates are. 1 second, I'm just gonna look it up. Outer Wilds. What is it? Coordinates? I forgot to look at it in the log before I did this. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say it's information that you have at this point. I just forgot to look at it in the ship's log. Right. Did I forget to do something? There we go. Okay. To any of my clans who hear this, it's clear the universe is dying. There's fewer and fewer resources and safe places. If you can reach the glowing galaxy, we found Blackrock's suns are fairly stable. If you prefer to continue exploring on your own, no, you'll be on your own. We're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you. Anyways, heard from Neem, blah, blah, blah. So this is just them talking about how they got here. I believe with that, that is all of the log entries in the game. Alright, so the first one is... Alright, and the next one is... The final one is... So these are the coordinates that the Nomai found to get them to the Eye of the Universe. Then we'll get us there as well. Hopefully. Maybe? We have them wrong? I forgot we had to do that. It's all talking about how they found the eye. And that was what they dedicated their life to. The lives of their entire species, in fact. From here on out, we cannot fail. Even if we take more than 22 minutes, we are beyond the edge of the known universe. One second, let me close this window here. Thank you, Polygon, for that guide. It's a content that I already did before. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. So the first time I did this, that is the Eye of the Universe. That is the end of the game. I was just so taken aback by it that I just talked the whole time. Didn't quite appreciate what I was seeing. This time, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. I do have to talk for this part. Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gosan, Slate, and Hornfels to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. Keep the model off, though. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, Earthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. Radio Tower on Timberhearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite and housed some of the last ever seen photos of the entire solar system. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai. Species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe, but horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye's signal so no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against that decision, was able to briefly release the eye's signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in solitude for this betrayal. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. Of all the life forms who will perish in the incoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. Hornfield's observations. It's incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. This image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving further away from us. In fact, the further away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? Well, I think it did. Do you hear music? It's not quite time yet. Pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush. Take your time. It, might not even exist here. The quiet shade. Cross old bark. The ancient glade. That's always dark. Get the jump scare out of the way. Hey, time pal, so you're getting the band back together, huh? Go on, find the others, they'll be here. You don't need me yet, but you will. Hatchling, you found me. Nice to have some company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. Aren't you forgetting someone? Stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our star is what ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather everybody. Hypothesis. Everyone must be here before we can begin. Once they arrive, I believe we'll be ready for the next step. I'm glad you remembered me. So Solanum is the last of the Nomai. We found her on the Quantum Moon. Them, I guess. They were on the Quantum Moon when the ghost matter killed everybody, so they were sort of alive, sort of dead. Figuring out and getting to the quantum moon is, I think, one of, if not the coolest things I've ever seen in a game. My kind found the eye and realized what it was capable of. They were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated, then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I am still of my kind, and you know now what they did. Cannot promise our fear won't stay in your mind. And so a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Join us. Let's see what happens. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. There's no one else to find. Got the old harmonica. Not yet. Conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? The song is new to me, but I'm honored to be a part of it. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning. But I think rules are about to change. Learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but, you know, it's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's, time for something new now. How beautiful. It's different than I had envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. Wow. How long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? Really happy we're all here. Cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. I hope they're beasties in the next one. Tell you what, this has been really fun. It helped make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. You ready to learn what comes next? I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. See, the title of the stream makes sense. What a journey. Always have to wonder when devs are making games like this, do you know at the end when it goes gold that you've just absolutely nailed it? It's gotta feel pretty good. Really, there's still more to find at the vessel. What? What is still there? Oh well, we did all the DLC. That was the true end goal of this. And it is accomplished. So, I never cared too much about achievements. The only achievement I cared about in this game was landing on the sun station, and even I would have done it even if it wasn't for the actual achievement. Go watch the clip of that from last year, if you haven't. Quite the neat thing to do. Everything in this game is quite neat, though. Again, finding Solanum, it's not a required thing. None of this is required stuff to get to the end of the game. You can beat the game on your first loop if you somehow figure out all that crap. But the joy of this game and the reason why it is so impactful and why it went to the top of my list now that we're playing it and, you know, showing it, so obviously spoilers doesn't matter, is that finding out all of those things and doing all of those things is just so superbly done. And it's all done with just gameplay and logic and very simple mechanics. There's no long dialogues, there's no scenes of exposition. Everything in the game you just figure out through sheer trial and error and curiosity, and the game rewards that by showing you more, letting you find more, and then padding out that ending of seeing all the different characters and getting to talk to them at the end of the universe, and then founding a new one. This is the rare thing, and that some of the other games we've played that I've talked about that are fantastic have very good stories, but you could tell them in other mediums. This one you could not, because it is told almost exclusively through the gameplay. The reward is you doing something, figuring something out through your actions, which is what makes this interesting as a medium, as a creative medium, as an art. Reading a book about someone getting to the quantum moon and finding Solanum would be kind of neat. You going and playing this game and doing that yourself is an unforgettable experience. A lot of people say that this is their #1 game for if they were to get selective amnesia to replay something for the first time. This would be it. And I 100% agree. This is something you can only really truly play once. Even with enough time passing, I think little things would be back there just because this game is so memorable and is such a unique experience. So, obviously if you're watching this, you've probably played this or have no interest in playing it. But if somehow you get to the end of this and you're like, wow, that seemed kind of neat, play this. Absolutely go back and play this. Again, this was my game of the year for last year. Good luck to the things on the list for this year, because I'm going to count the DLC as one of its own. That might be a little unfair, though. But, my greatest game ever made. Outer Wilds. I certainly enjoyed this, obviously. And whether you were here live or you happen to watch this VOD later on down the road, I hope you did too. And until next time, have a good one.